Welcome, Leo, to your reading for what your spirit guides would like to tell you at this time. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you and your story. If anything connects, if you don't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, it really does help me out a lot. So thank you for that. But let's just go ahead and get into it and see what your spirit guides brought you here to hear. So let's see, what does the Leo Collective need to hear at this time? Spirit, for their best and highest good. Thank you for these messages. Let's see where we go. Okay, wow. So we just got a few things that came up here. Let's see what's this one. So we have the King of Pentacles. I don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign. This could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You could also have this in your chart. There could be something coming up having to do with your business, finances, resources, something about this. This card is saying compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded, a time of great success. Financial security and prosperity, the Midas touch, everything turning out beautifully, a supportive parent and spouse, a good person to work for. So this kind of makes me feel like whatever this may have to do with, and it doesn't just have to do with like your work and finances. I just feel that this is a time where your spirit guides are wanting you to remember your self-worth and value, and not settle for anything less than what it is that's going to be healthy for you, that's going to be long lasting, that's going to aid and benefit your foundation, not just in, again, business, resources, finances, your work, your career, things of that nature, but definitely your mind, body, and soul. And being able to, I don't know if there's something about changing your like daily habits, your daily routines, maybe something about working on your appearance is coming through a little bit here. And I will say too, like making sound decisions that are coming from that grounded place, because I say this quite a bit too, that we're always inspired or are drawn to certain choices or actions based on the energy that we're in. Because if you think of like if you're in panic or an energy of fear or doubt or worry, anxiety, all of those things that are negative, low vibe energies, then you're more likely to make decisions from that place that may not, that will really just attract in that same type of energy. Because what, again, with law of attraction, what you're putting out is what's coming back to you. So it's being able to, in this King of Pentacles energy, ground yourself, stabilize yourself, have optimism, have trust within your discernment, and take the slow and steady approach, especially when it comes to, I don't know why I'm getting this energy of like if there's a sense of urgency around this time, Leo. My face is itching though, so I don't know if you're seeing signs, synchronicities around you. Definitely have guides that are supporting you and helping you move forward and calling you through your intuition to be able to make a sound decision. But I don't know if there is some sort of sense of urgency around this time, maybe because of some sort of resources or having to do with work. I don't know if you're trying to find work or needing support, or I'm also hearing like maybe getting a loan or something like that. That could be for some of you. Again, everyone's story is going to be different, but I just feel that there's this energy about when you are in an energy of positivity and trust and calm, you're making more sound decisions that are going to bring back to you that sense of stability and calm. I hope that's making sense. Wow. And then the Justice card. So you have a few more cards that are face down. I don't know what they are yet. So this is in perfect alignment with what I was just saying, that with the scales here, it's some sort of decision that I don't know if you feel like you're at a crossroads, or maybe things have felt out of balance in some way, or maybe you've been putting like a lot of time, energy, effort, resources into a person, place, or thing. Again, it could have to do with any area of your life, but the Justice card talks about finding that harmony and balance so that you are able to make these sound decisions that are coming from a place of clarity and not a place of like confusion, fear, or illusion. Because again, it's kind of like you know that saying, rose-colored glasses. It's you can kind of change that analogy to like fear-colored glasses or worry-colored glasses, or whatever the case is. It's whatever the emotion energy that you are in is the kind of energy that is filtering through let me say influencing versus filtering. It's influencing your decision making, which is therefore influencing the result that it is bringing about. But my face keeps itching really strongly, which I feel that, this happens to me as an empath reader when I'm channeling. But this is a representation to me that you are being divinely guided and protected. And so, again, if there is this fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, to really call on your spirit guides, call on your angels, pray about it, think about what result that you really want and how would that make you feel. Because it's being able to have trust within yourself, even though you may not have all the answers or information right now, the information will present itself. And maybe that's something too, where, I always say that we are always inspired or called to certain decisions or actions based on how we're feeling. So it's like you will be inspired when you are in this balanced, clear place to information, to people, to like ideas that are going to bring about more clarity, more information, more confidence, and also that are going to bring about the sense of like peace of mind, is what I'm also wanting to say. I hope this is coming through clearly, but this card is talking about being impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of the situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. So, not saying that you necessarily are doing this, but maybe you're dealing with someone, possibly, because with these two cards next to each other, kind of makes me feel that there could be someone in business or having to do with finances, resources. Like, I don't know, maybe that's where the loan is coming through, because I was picking that up before. Maybe there's something about a loan, borrowing money, or someone helping you with money, even if it's not a loan. There could be something about that, or someone has not been honest, truthful, authentic. Maybe there has been hidden motives here. And of course, only you will know whether that's coming from your energy or somebody else's energy. So I would just say, if that is your energy, just be mindful of like what your intentions are, and that you are making sure that, which I feel like you're doing already, but of course it'll only apply for those who may not have the best intention, or may be trying to do things that aren't necessarily like, how should I say, the right path, whatever that is, but the safest path. I want to say more so the comfortable path, the peaceful path, not feeling like you have to scheme or things like that. But I will say, for those of you that are dealing with someone that is scheming or that doesn't have good intentions, Spirit is protecting you. That's where justice will come in, because if there's something that has not been right, that has not been in a balance, then that's where the universe will come through. It's kind of like karma energy, but karma and law of attraction are pretty synonymous, is what I feel. But I maybe there's something coming up around this time where you will get some sort of victory, reward, even, is what I'm hearing. So maybe there's a financial reward. So I definitely hope that for you. But just trust and have faith in Spirit that you are being watched over, because you definitely are. Wow, and then we have the Ace of Wands. So this is the new beginning here. So if there has been any type of like ending, maybe having to do with work, business, something like this, or you're waiting on some sort of result, this is it. This is a new beginning of passion, creativity, you getting your spark back. And also, this is really talking about belief too. It's like having a newfound sense of strength and belief within your connection with Spirit, and you implementing the tools and knowledge that you have gained through your past. Or even this is something that you could be learning around this time, where you are learning more about spirituality and incorporating the like tools or processes, let me say, maybe some of you are listening to Abraham Hicks. Maybe check out Abraham Hicks if you're interested in learning more about law of attraction. But that is my belief system. Maybe this is a question to ask you. What is your belief system? What do you believe is possible for you? What do you believe will happen in the future? Because the future is unknown, and you have the choice of how you are looking at your situation and therefore reacting to it, responding to it, how you're taking action, what decisions you're making, and things like that. But I definitely feel like if you've been waiting on some sort of opportunity, I feel like there is going to be some sort of blessing that does come through. I don't know if you're seeing signs, synchronicities around, like maybe I said before, pay attention to those. But this card says, an amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action, do what you're passionate about. But this speaks perfectly to what I was saying before, because again, we're all always inspired depending on where we are on that emotional scale. So it's like you feel bad, you're inspired to reacting in a bad way, and that creates something bad or not good that can manifest. But if you're in the energy of positivity and optimism, and you're making decisions and taking action based on that, then you are more likely to attract in a positive, exciting outcome. I'm not trying to repeat myself, but it's just coming through very strongly. And then, yeah, you have the Two of Pentacles. So this is even more confirmation with what I'm saying. Like maybe being at some sort of crossroads, feeling like you're needing to make a decision, but you're very limited on your resources, on maybe what options or ideas that you can maybe that you're coming up with around this time. The Two of Pentacles does talk about indecision, and maybe there is a lot of pressure because you feel like you don't have, which is interesting, because it's such a different energy with this King of Pentacles too. It's like, so I don't know why I switched the cards, by the way, but maybe, so I kind of get two things here. Some of you are getting out of instability, especially having to do with finances, career, resources, things like this. I feel like you're getting out of instability. Maybe there will be someone that gives you a clear idea, or gives you some sort of clarity on what actions to take or where to go and what to do, that will lead you to this new opportunity. Or that's something that you are finding for yourself because you are following your own intuitive guidance system. You're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. You're following inspirations and impulses that feel good to you. Which will be leading you to this stability and security. But I feel like there's some of you that may have been in stability and security, and things feel like they're either going left or something has. I just saw 1313 on my clock. I don't know exactly what that means. That is a synchronicity. So look up 1313, angel number or numerology meaning, however you want to word it. But what that synchronicity means to you, that can be additional confirmation or additional messages with whatever you're experiencing. But your spirit guides and angels want you to, if you are in this type of indecision or feel like you're walking on a tightrope or things are out of balance right now, have trust and faith that spirit is looking out for you and helping guide you to not only balance and confidence within yourself, but also that your spirit guides are leading you to a new opportunity, a blessing that is going to bring about a lot of passion and creativity and a new beginning of having your spark back. Like, I don't know if this is something that was talked about in your past reading, because it kind of feels like maybe that was the case. I just saw 1414 on the clock now, so that's another synchronicity. But yeah, I just trust that you are being divinely guided, and go with what feels best to you, even if it doesn't fully make sense. So I'm burping now a little bit, which is an indication to me there is definitely healing, releasing pent-up energy, being able to calm your emotions. Maybe meditation would be very helpful. And also like being able to sit with this energy too, like not just jumping into action so quickly. especially if you are not feeling anchored or you're not feeling like confident or secure when it comes to like which action to take, where to go, how to approach whatever situation is coming up around this time. But you have the tools that you need, and you have your spirit guides and the universe helping you and guiding you on your path moving forward. So I hope that's making sense. Let's go ahead and get a few more messages from this oracle deck of the spirit guide messages and see what else your spirit guides would like to tell you. Hopefully this was helping in some way as well, but let's just see where we go. Oh my fucking gosh. Okay, so I can't make this shit up. You literally have inspired passion. This is literally what I'm talking about, especially with this blessing of an opportunity that spirit is trying to guide you, towards. This is a new beginning. This is a blessing, but you are being inspired to it. This is literally what I was explaining to you before, that it's like, oh, I don't know where to go. I need to kind of figure this out because it has to do with my stability and security and well-being, mind, body, or soul, whatever that applies to. And it's like things haven't felt right or have felt out of balance. And I'm trying to keep things together. I'm trying to keep things balanced, but something feels like it's getting in the way. But I feel like what's getting in the way is sometimes it can be ourselves that get in the way, because the universe is trying to guide us to something that we truly want. But it's like, because we're maybe too focused on our current circumstances, it can dissuade us. It can cause us to not trust in the divine guidance, or trust that things are working out for us, or even be able to notice the signs and synchronicities, or even listen to the inspirations, the impulses, like that gut instinct. It's kind of like, I don't know why, what comes to mind is like being in a forest and say you don't have a compass and you're just trying to figure your way out of the forest. And so it's kind of like, even though you don't have clarity, you're not really sure where you are. It's just being able to listen to that internal guidance, that internal compass is what I wanted to say. But same difference, that is going to lead you where you're wanting to go and where spirit is trying to help you go. And so it's just like that gut instinct. It's like, okay, well, I don't really know where this is leading me, but something inside is telling me I need to go here. I need to do this, or this feels best to me. Again, being able to trust in your heart space and not just let your current manifested circumstances cause you to be in that state of instability, of fear, doubt, worry, anxiety. So follow what feels best to you. Follow what feels exciting to you, even if it doesn't fully make sense. This says, a life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is a time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. So this is a time where your spirit guides are wanting you to take a more spiritual approach, take a more intuitive, heart-based approach, versus feeling like everything has to be done by a certain playbook or done following some sort of like rules or system that, even if you have already, maybe some of you have already been trying to follow the rules or do things like that. Maybe that's why I was saying before, of like, it's one thing, yes, of course, take care of yourself, be safe, but you don't always have to like follow the rules when it comes to like following spirit. It's like I hope that's coming across. I'm not saying to like get yourself in trouble, but at the same time, if spirit, like for example, this is a good analogy. Like say you get to a stoplight, and we've all had this happen driving on the road. You get to a stoplight and it's not working. Like it's red. The other lights are green, but literally nobody is around. So it's like your guidance system is saying like, hey, there's something off with this situation right now. and I'm guiding you to just go forward. But on the physical, it's like, well, I don't know. What if I move forward and there's a cop like hiding in the bushes and like tries to give me a ticket because I ran the red light or whatever. But Spirit is saying, like, we're guiding you because we see the path moving forward. You may not be able to see it, but Spirit is able to. So it's being able to follow this inspired passion or inspiration of impulse to act or move forward on something, or get this bright idea of like, oh, this would be a good idea, let's try that. If you're getting ideas that feel good, follow those, because that's where Spirit is trying to guide you to these blessings, or that's how Spirit is trying to guide you to these blessings, or this new beginning, or this success or victory over your challenges. But it's only up to you whether you choose to listen to that or not. But it's available to you. So don't discount the power of your intuitive wisdom that is leading you right to where you're wanting to go. Don't let your physical circumstances get in the way of that, because you know what's right. You know what's right. It's only your ego that will get in the way. But I hope that makes sense, Leo. Definitely let me know down below. Your spirit guides are loving you and supporting you and guiding you and empowering you to trust in yourself. But definitely let me know down below. If you want to donate or book a reading with me, you can do so through my link tree down below. Thank you to everyone who has donated. It really has helped me out so much. So I appreciate your support. Thanks for choosing me to read your energy. And until next time, have a blessed day.